Basketball fans, what is up? And welcome to another episode of the All Basketball Podcast, where debates often take place. Clearly, folks, I'm Maurice, as you already know. It's October again, October already. That means almost time for NBA basketball. Basketball season getting revved up. The WNBA just ended disrespect to them. Aces winning what 3 or 4 of the last championships. Asia Wilson, another MVP. I mean, definitely dynasty stuff going on there with that. Now I'm just looking forward to see if I think they're gonna strike. So if they want to get more than 9% of the income, the
Might be
revenue
the
they
end
got.
of WNBA.
Well, it's funded by the NBA, so as long as they continue to fund them. But yeah. So but with that being over, NBA season is next Tuesday. Season to be starting. The Lakers and Golden State will be your late game on NBC. Basketball back there. And then your other prime time one before that is Houston with Kevin Durant back in OKC. Champs will be getting their ring that night, ring ceremony. But yeah, the NBA is back. And James, just initial expectations for what you think you'll see in this looming season.
Much of the same. A lot of 3-point shots going up. The West is stacked. The West is stacked. The East is wide open. So, you know how the basketball season goes. The first month and a half, you kind of trying to figure out who's gonna do what teams are gonna settle into where they're gonna settle in at. But then you're gonna have your injuries gonna take place, and unfortunately for the NBA, a lot of teams fall out of contention in the first month or two. You already know who gonna be sorry, who ain't gonna be no good, who need to make a trade. You can figure all that out in the first 2 months, and so. I mean, it's much of the same. I mean, honestly, I love the NBA. I love the NBA. It's my second favorite sport. But I understand why they losing ratings. Like the product is being watered down.
So, do you think? So, if it's already watered down, they seem like their plans to bring 2 more teams. I think they need to take away some teams. But because they claim this is the most skilled era ever, and there's so much talent, 1 through 15, according to Steph Curry. I mean, I
won't disagree with that. Yeah, these players they are more skilled than the players from yesterday. But the problem is they're not higher IQ than the players of yesterday. And the way the game is played, analytics has took over the game. So you don't see a lot of teams playing the post-up game. You see a lot of stretch 4, stretch 5s. Teams shooting 40, 53 pointers a game, regardless. They might only make 5. They still take 45 threes, and it makes the game, less strategic. From just a pure basketball aspect. So I just think those are things that, now don't get me wrong, when it comes to playoff time, it's a different story, because when you're in the playoffs, you got to get those easy buckets. You got to have somebody that can go to the mid range. You seen Shea Gilchrist. You can get the Jokic at the 15-foot mark. You can put them on the block. That's why those teams are successful. And those teams that jacking threes, they find no success when it's playoff time.
Yeah, it was definitely proven it was a hit or miss for Boston. Like they definitely lived by it, but then they died by it. Last playoffs. Cornelius, season right around the corner. What's some of your expectations? What are you feeling?
I agree with my man. It's more the same. They're gonna have to figure out. I know with innovation and all that, just how to get the competitiveness back into the game, or it's so much now. Like with social media and everything, you're gonna have to. I don't know if you can recreate like LeBron. He's great, but I think they were able to cook him up to a certain point too, and he was able to carry that torch. I like to see who's going to emerge as that next face, whether it be Anthony Edwards, who's going to take the responsibility to take the game to another level. Or in this era, they make so much money, nobody might take it. they might say, Matt McClung, you keep doing the work. Or, somebody like that who is hungry. I think finding those players who will emerge, who haven't made the money yet, because sometimes it takes a certain grit to continue to elevate when you're making so much money. So I'm interested to see who's going to take that next step.
Okay, yeah. Yes, it's a lot of interesting things. Unfortunately, we got to deal with some lot of major injuries. You got Tatum out. I mean, I know Dame is old now, but he's out. Kyrie probably gonna be out the whole season. He's not as old as, and Halliburton, who's just in the finals. So it's like, man, and it opens things up, opportunity for other guys. Tatum needs to chill about talking about trying to get back. I mean, hey, you can be hopeful, but an Achilles is an Achilles. I mean, medicine hasn't got to where it can cut the time short. You got to take a year, man, and just and even if he was to come back, I'm expecting Boston to be still be around like an 8th seed play-in area, because there's so many injuries in the East that I still think they can. I mean, because I don't expect Charlotte to be good, Washington, Chicago. I mean, it's just Brooklyn. Like, it's a bunch of Toronto. It's like a bunch of bad teams. So you can't. if Jaylen Brown and Derek White, Pritchard, and who they got, Anthony Simons, if they can't handle the load the way they play and get a 7th, 8th seed, I mean, something's seriously wrong. But I think they'll have enough pride to be like, yeah, we're gonna still keep the playoff streak going at least. But I like, as far as the teams that are healthy, I like Orlando. They address their shooting to an extent, grabbing Bane. Cleveland, I still like them being a top team. I think Garland, he's still battling his foot. Feel me, and if you know, something seemed like he's not gonna be ready to go. So it's like, if that's the same injury, that's the same thing coming back on them. The Knicks got a new coach, pretty much kind of the same squad. Got some Clarkson. Who else they get on their bench? I have to look it up, but it seems like they add some people they can play more. Maybe Mike Brown, he's been recycled, but as a coach, but maybe he can do more than what Thibodeau did. Because it was just too simple. And once they beat Boston, it was like, oh, we got to make the finals, and then they didn't make it. It was like, Thibodeau, you gotta go.
Yeah, that was a bad firing. They should have kept Tibbs, unless you were gonna get somebody who was a better coach than Tibbs, which they weren't able to do. Now, Mike Brown has the pressure on him. It's championship or bust. You gotta win a championship. Ain't no getting the Knicks to the playoffs or just getting them to the Eastern Conference Finals. The Knicks have to win a championship. And another thing you were saying about the season already starting off with too many injuries. I mean, LeBron even he's out for a month coming to the season. Keegan Murray, he hurt. Yeah. I mean, I can go around every team, and there's 2 or 3 key guys that are not even starting the season, like
Ja Morant twisted his ankle or something.
Right, why do I want to sit here and watch basketball if I'm not even getting to watch even early in the season the top guys play? So yeah, it just. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Because a lot of quarterbacks are hurt too. I mean, it's kind of similar.
Yeah, but they got hurt. They got hurt during the season.
Well, that's true.
They didn't come into the season. Week 1, I got to see Joe Burrow play. I got to see Lamar Jackson play. I got to see everybody play. Jane Daniels. I got to see them all play week 1. Now week 2, week 3, week 4. Okay, you gonna get some guy hurt, and that's the nature of that game. The NBA ain't supposed to be like that. I don't understand with all this load management, with all the modern day medicine. I don't understand how the guys in the 80s and 90s were capable of playing 82 games and the playoffs, and these guys can't even give you 65.
Remember, they started so young playing all them games at AAU. Remember this body, your body only has a certain like an energy bar. It's only so much in that energy bar if you're playing a video game that you can muster. And I think with that early basketball and all that playing AAU, the travel, and they playing all those games on the weekend, like then they playing the high school season. It's just too much too soon. And when you get to this point, you done burned up a lot of energy. And then because like Ace Bailey, they say he got tendonitis. I'm like, I never really heard nobody having tendonitis that young already. That's kind of wild.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, I don't trust anything that's going on with Ace Bailey, considering he might not even want to play there. He could be making some stuff up, but that's not here nor there. But you're right. You're correct about that. I think another thing is, in Hamilton, he was saying that who's going to carry this torch? No, LeBron. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's the truth. At 40 years old, he's still the best American-born basketball player in the league. That should not be. Somebody from America got to be better than LeBron James. Because an Ant-Man, like you said, if it's Ant-Man, if it's Jaylen Brown, if it's Ja, I don't know who it's gonna be. Like, there's nobody who is clearly where I can say he better than LeBron, because our AAU system has failed us. And the European, the way they develop their players, I mean, not just the Europeans, but even Canada, the Canadians, they're developing their players better than the United States basketball players are being developed. That's why the top players in the league are all foreigners. So it's controversial when you say, well, let the face of the league be a Shai Gilgeous or be a Jokic or be a Giannis. And the NBA is hesitant to have a foreign player be the face of the league because they want the face of the league to be an American-born player. But unfortunately, there's no American-born player outside LeBron James in your top 5.
It's not.
What? How did that happen?
Close.
How did that happen?
I just think the world was. We got a head start on the basketball was kind of developed here, created, however you want to put it, and then people just were playing more around the world, and they just started playing more. Then you just, I mean, it's a combination of things like people here might have got lax as far as the game or the way they play the game, and then the world teaches a different way, and then you have just guys sprouting up and things go in cycles. So
is that the effect of one and done, or folks not really having to go through? Or here we go, you're old, or you're looked at as not as good because you did 4 years of college.
Well, I think it's a combination of things. I think one is the one and done. When you come to the NBA, you're kind of expected to know how to play. And college is where you develop and you learn and you grow and you develop your skill set. But players are coming out so early, and the NBA wants them to come out early because if he's a hit, then we want to be able to sign him. We want him to be able to play for our franchise as long as he can. The other thing is the European players, they practice 4 days out of the week, and then they play a game. Then they practice 4 days, then they play a game. The AAU, they play it. They practice 1 day and they play 5 games. You're not learning how to play basketball. And everybody got to know how to shoot threes. You don't have to be a 5'2" player. You should know how to play every aspect of the game. You should know how to defend. You should know how to box out. You should know how to have a mid range game. Play from the 15 foot with the jab step. You should know how to post up, and you should know how to shoot the three. They only know how to shoot the three. Once they start getting to all that other stuff, they turn the ball over because they don't know what to do.
Yes. Yes, it's definitely a lot of that. And just yeah, I think it's just it comes to there's no, even though you had exceptions like obviously Garnett, Kobe. I mean Chris Webb played 2 years in college, but I mean a lot of guys for that. But when guys started coming out, Dwight Howard was fine. You have these exceptions, but then you have
Was
these.
they fine or were they over athletic? Because the truth of the matter is, these American players, it's taking them. You don't really know if they're good or not until year 3 or year 4.
Right.
They're not coming out of the league and killing the league. Dwight Howard was bigger than everybody and stronger. His game well developed. That's why he fell off so rapidly. Because after a while, it's like, okay, we figured out you don't have a mid-range shot. You really don't have a solid post-up game. The things he was good at, he was always good at until he got out of the game. He was good at rebounding. He gonna be good at blocking shots from the weak side, and he can dunk on you.
I think it was just remember his back went out. But remember
that's what happened.
He kind of that contributed. Then he kind of got caught in the shift of the league where everything went outside in, and then he I mean his talent is unquestioned. Like now as far as skill, like okay he don't.
Yes, he never developed any skills.
He never, yeah.
And so now when your back go out, now you decrease athletic ability. You can't do things just based on strictly athleticism. You can't do that. So that's why you got to be able to go out and hit a 15-foot jump shot. You got to know how to. He can't put the ball on the floor. Right. He don't have a hook shot.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, at least have a hook shot. You just got right. You just had to drop step.
Right. That's the problem. That's why he was out in the league, amongst other things that went down.
Yeah, look at somebody get 16 years. That's not bad.
But how many years ago was legit? He had them last 6-7 years, man. He was a shell of himself.
Oh yeah, but those first 8.
Oh yeah, because it went out yet.
Yeah, the NBA.
What did he get? 4 straight defensive player of the year, something like that. So his
right.
That's what got him in the hall. Like
everybody go to the NBA Hall of Fame.
But he got. I mean, the fact he got some distinctions.
It don't matter. It don't matter. Everybody go to the NBA Hall of Fame. All you gotta do is have a name or have a nickname, and you going.
Well, you get all
everybody going.
There.
Yeah, but I mean, when I look at Hall of Fame, that's a certain level you have to be got to. Yeah, but everybody goes to the NBA Hall of Fame. That's my whole point. Everybody go.
Well, a lot. It is some people it is ridiculous, but I mean nobody. I don't care what nobody says.
Because it's not the NBA Hall of Fame. It's not the NBA Hall of Fame. It's the basketball Hall of Fame. So you can go all based on what you did in college. If you were just still in high school or you contributed to the game in some kind of way, everybody who played basketball pretty much goes to the basketball Hall of Fame. All you had to do was be recognizable with your name. It don't matter if you was on Michael Jordan or LeBron level or Shaq level. That is different. Come on.
Yeah, I think from an entertainment standpoint, the NBA is going to have to do a better job. Have your stars on track. I don't know if LeBron got that was great, but even phase him out and intentionally build your stars. Make sure they get the marketing and give the people what they want. When you look at a person like, of course, I know he had some issues or whatever, but I think if Mike Beasley, a person like Mike Beasley, because he's entertaining, I think you just got to have a business division. It's like, yo, we're going to highlight these people for entertainment purposes. Because, like you said, with the NBA, we don't know what we get. Like you said,
Right.
You
like
got Ant-Man.
all the stars out. Nobody just wants to go see Golden State for just no reason. People like Jordan, LeBron to a certain extent. Well, not certain extent. I'm biased, but LeBron, he did like it was a hole when Jordan left, and LeBron, he held it up. So when you have these stars, it gives room for the other players, the role players, to find a space, and everybody lifts it up. But it's just disorganized now. Like the foreign players are at least keeping the ship floating.
Yeah,
Right.
You don't have. I mean, we'll see what. I mean, Cooper Flag, if he pop, he's gonna be one. Wembanyama, I mean, Flag's from here. I'm talking about.
I'm tired. Like these guys.
Yeah.
And Wembanyama is from France.
He is
Another foreign player. Cooper Flag, to your point, he's a great white hope. If he is half the player that LeBron James is, he's gonna be marketed. Because the truth of the matter is, and I'm from Atlanta, we love Ant-Man. We want Ant-Man to be great and be that guy. But I can't sit here and market you more than you already are, and then come playoff times, they can take you away. You can be a non-factor. Come on, that's not
next step.
Face.
That's that next step, which I think to get to the NBA, everybody has the talent. And so we live in a time now where you can get in with the talent, but everybody got the talent. Who has that? Who has the superior discipline? Who wants to take the lead? Like Ant-Man, like you said, he can get by on his talent. He can make the money, but there's something that the greats have that's personal. That it's hard when you got the money. Do you want to be great? Do you want to be that guy? People like Steph had it, but see, Steph had a hard road.
Right.
That was the difference. He wasn't touted. So that was a whole when he came when those ankles was messing up and they gave him that $40 million for that 44 years, became Steph Curry. We got to see who has that, and maybe some guys coming up, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's going. I think it's just going to be it could be a gap, or it's just going to be a foreign player. I mean, it's
like Shea. I mean, he bringing the old school bow. Like
right.
He bringing the mid range back, and like it's so efficient, it's so clean, and so textbook. Like he know exactly what he gonna do. You can't do nothing about it. He's gonna get his points.
He's more. I think he's more very, very skilled, but he's not like he don't have the talent like something to make you somebody from the outside.
Exactly.
Like he don't have
like
no, but he don't have exciting moves. Like for a purist, I think he's great. But for somebody like you said, bringing in the casual, like you kind of want that mix of high flying and skill, like Jordan, LeBron. Like he don't have that to an extent. Like to me, Ant-Man got it. He just have to get his attitude right. I want to see him play basketball. But,
I think as far as excitement goes, you got Ja Morant. Ja Morant probably the most exciting. You got Ant-Man, but can you stay healthy? Do you have your mind right? Are you really going like honestly? Let's be real. LeBron 40 years old. We're finna be 41 years old. When LeBron was 35, we should already know who the lead finna hand the torch to. Then he turned 36. Then, like, right now, the two most marketable American players is still LeBron and Steph. And then you all throw in a third, it's KD. Because these players can't up 40 years old. So there's no way the league has never, even when Jordan was playing in Washington at 40 years old, 39, 40 years old, we were already talking about AI, COVID. We were playing Jordan. We were like, man, Jordan, you can go ahead on and retire. You good.
That's crazy.
We don't got that right now.
That's crazy. To your point, it was like identifiable names and talents, and I don't know if it's because it's such a what's the word? The pipeline is so filled, and it's just a different breed of basketball player coming up in a time where you're already becoming a celebrity by social media.
Right.
And so the focus is your brand versus your game. And then by the time we look at your game, it's just average.
Right.
Yeah. But back then when you were selected, you came through the gauntlet and you were the best. And so I don't know if that, but it's very interesting because like you said, yeah, the NBA, but we still like, hey, is LeBron still playing? Is Curry like? I need to know some young players. Like, yo, like I want to see y'all, but I don't know. I don't know if that's. I don't know. I don't know if that's the way they're running the NBA or. I don't know.
They can't run like you look at opening night, NBA opening night, highlighted by LeBron, Luka, Steph. Houston and KD. Houston going to OKC. Right. Look who they highlighting in the third night of the season. It's still LeBron, Steph, and KD. And then you got Luka, foreign player, SGA, foreign player. This is when you're supposed to have opening night. John Morant finna come through. Ant-Man. Jaylen Brown finna. Nobody
Tatum,
cares.
I mean, they out. I mean, Tatum and Halliburton are out, so you can't.
Even if they were playing, they don't push the needle.
So you still saying Tatum? I mean, I'm about to say
Tatum don't push it like that. We just had a whole Olympics, and Tatum was on the bench.
Yeah,
it was Steph, LeBron, and KD.
But you know what?
But you can't put. I guess you could have put Ant-Man on there. I mean, say you put them against, because you want to put Luke on there, unless you're gonna put Wembanyama, or you just talking about. Are you talking about American players?
I'm talking about American players, and then my next thing is, I'm talking about the older players as opposed to the younger players. But then I'm talking about, even when we talk about younger players, we talking about the foreigners. We talking about Luka. We talking about Jokic. We talking about SGA. If Embiid was healthy, we be talking about Embiid. He's from Cameroon. We talking about Giannis.
And the play, I think, of course, you could do it in the regular season, but your emerging stars got to shine in the playoffs for it to pop. And so the guy that was with Houston, Jalen, I think he paints his
Jalen Green. Yeah.
So these guys, they're which is great, but I guess they're not opting to follow the blueprint of greatness. So, of course, regular season they can do some things, but when it's time to take that next step and rise as the superstar,
well, he's still young though. He's still young. He's only like 23.
Come on, there's no excuses, man. They paid that man. But that man young. I mean, nobody wins in the NBA. Yeah, but OKC was the youngest. OKC was the youngest team in the league. They just won a title. They're the youngest team in the league. Shai Gilgeous got to be. Okay, that's young. 25, 26. Jalen Williams probably 23, 24. Chet Holmgren probably 22. They got the youngest team in the league. They just won a championship. So I cannot. Luka probably went 25, 26.
26, yeah.
He was just in the finals a couple years ago. You came in the league as an 18-year-old. Okay, so by the time you 22, 23, you've been in the league 5 years.
Right. Well, he's not. Why wouldn't? I mean, I'm giving. I don't think Jalen Green is that. I mean, he's athletic. He can kind of be exciting, but I don't think he's going to be that, because Cade Cunningham clearly is a better player. But I'm just saying to give him he was so bad in the playoffs, the first playoff experience. Usually you get you have to take those lumps. So, and he's young. So now if he was like 27, 28, like what's going on, man?
Man, but one thing to take lumps, but to totally disappear to the point where they had to put him on the bench. We can't even play you no more.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
How?
Contrast
How is
him.
it possible?
Contrast him with
he's not.
Amon. Contrast him. I guess that's how you pronounce his name.
Yeah, Amen Thompson. However you want to say it. Like, amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
See, it's gonna rise to the top. You may bow, but when it come down to hooping, and when it's playoffs, like the hooper's gonna hoop.
Right.
And so he's a star. He's up and coming. So there are guys, and we'll see. Like he could take another huge step.
Yeah, he's
and we could be talking about him as
Yeah.
one of the faces.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But some of the guys
he just
get
can't shoot. He just can't shoot.
But he may shoot now. We don't know what he's been doing.
I think hopefully he'll get better, but he's like very athletic. So
yeah,
and he can handle the ball and he can do some things. So
yeah.
But I mean Jalen Green, I just don't think he's going to be that guy. But I still think he maybe that's the proof right there. But you can kind of still give him. I'm gonna still give him the excuse that he's still kind of young and that was his first time.
Right.
Yes, he can grow, but
yeah, he's gonna have to put in that work because the league done went to another step. So if he's not working on it, he's actually getting worse.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, he could just be there to get a check. He got the.
I mean, yeah. I mean, some guys. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody don't play professional sports to be great. You know, some of them they just want to get that check and go home with their families and do stuff like that. The great sacrifice. They put in that work. You know, they sacrifice family, children, all that kind of stuff for my sports entertainment. You know, enjoyment. So that's why I praise the guys who are greats because I know what they had to do to be great. I mean, we look at LeBron, the amount of money he spent on his body every year, the amount of work he put in to be great. You look at Steph's wife, she don't even want to fool with him that much. But that's the work he put in. That's the work he put in to be an all-time great. I appreciate that from you, Steph. You know, like, come on, man. It's just too many great players who came through that have showed you how to work. Kobe, everybody claimed, yeah, man, Kobe was my big brother. Kobe was my big brother. Okay, then he showed you how to work. And I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it come to fruition. Devin Booker, I'm not seeing it.
You bring up a good point because usually what happens is the greats have young talent that come and play for them, and they take the torch because they're like the young, you know, Michael. When you played with Mike, you when you played with him, you played for him. I don't know if the stars are commanding that type of rapport, or is it becoming just real business-like where the aura of it is not, you know, attracting the players to say, hey, you know, come to this level. And so you see a seamless transition of like with Amon, you know, so I think it's there, you know, we'll see what happens.
Well, a lot of these young, a lot of young players are in the era of entitlement. You know, let's just go to the history again. Let's just start with Dr. J. Dr. J influenced to his next generation. That's why we got a Michael Jordan. We got a Clyde Drexler. We got these guys because they seen Dr. J do it and they were like, I'm gonna emulate some of his game. We saw what Michael Jordan did for Kobe Bryant, Allen Iverson, all those players, Stackhouse, Vince Carter, all those players. Like, I see what MJ did. I want to try to emulate that. We can go to the big man. We can go from the Elijah one, and then you go Shaq, and then you go Tim Duncan. Like, they all like emulating the big man they had saw before them. They were like, this is what it is to be a big man. Kareem influence was huge. Everybody was like, this is what it takes to be a great big man. So now I'm like, okay, now you got LeBron in his era, and these guys don't seem like they already coming up talking trash, bro. They be like, I'm better than you. You see that man they're talking about to the KD, I'm better than you. Like, I ain't trying to learn that from you. Hold on, wait a minute. There's something to learn from these guys. And y'all coming in entitled like y'all already got it. But we saw what Luka did. Luka played a half a season with LeBron. He already coming in the best shape of his life. He picked out how to work. They couldn't get him to do none of this when he was in Dallas. But on LeBron, he seems to know how to work, how to come in on time, how to be dedicated. That's what you're supposed to do. The greats, you supposed to be picking up stuff from the greats. You supposed to be picking their brain. Instead of going at those trying to show them how much better they are, you supposed to be like, hey man, cause Kobe was like this with Jordan. I saw it. When I came down last time, what I should have did when I had got you on the block. And Jordan be like, this is what you do next time you come down. Let me show you how to, you want to be right here on the court. Give me throw the pump fake, then go ahead and do it. Like they were giving them the game, but the young players wanted the game.
Right. Well, SGA definitely took something from, which people forget. He took something from Chris Paul in that 1 year Chris Paul was
right.
in. I think Booker took something too. I mean, they was good in the bubble, but then they got Chris Paul and they went to the finals. And then it's just been kind of sporadic since then. You got Jokic, you got Giannis. It's just been kind of like Golden State getting back in the act, and then you had Miami make a little run. I think Jimmy Butler helped Tyler Hero. He just can't stay healthy. So I guess we do have some examples of where somebody really good, great, is kind of helping, and it's just now I don't know who's helping Ant-Man, but I know he you want to say 3-level score. I know he's doing stuff. I know he be in the post. I know he
working on it. He working on the game.
Took too many threes last year, so hopefully he kind of settle down on that, get back in the mid range, and keep attacking the rim. And the other guys just maybe I don't know if they can get their head on straight. I mean, Ja's a different type of cat. I mean,
right.
We'll see if Zion can stay healthy. I mean,
he finally want to come in. All these years, you finally figured out I can't be fat no more. Come on, man, like stop. You supposed to been the guy. You supposed to been the guy that LeBron supposed to pass the torch to. It supposed to be Zion.
Zion got that money, man.
That might be the problem.
That fame,
that might be the problem, and this is the social media era.
Yeah.
So they're doing too much on social. Now we get to see when Jordan were coming up. You used to hear rumors and stuff like Jordan in Vegas and Jordan like to drinking liquor and Jordan doing this, Magic doing this. But for the most part, most thing you heard was he working out. He just got a new trainer. He put on 15 pounds. He working out every day. They run the mountains. They doing this. They doing that. Now with social media, I get to see. Okay, Zion Williams. He with the porn star. He done got her pregnant. He got the other porn star. Oh, Ant-Man. He with this girl, and then he with this girl. She future baby mama. And then like, are you working on your game? Or are you just trying to get with these rundown hoes?
It's way more noise than it was when we were kids.
Right.
Where all that stuff, a lot of stuff was going on, but we just didn't have the internet to broadcast it. So it was real low and the game was loud.
Right.
And you had to make your statements there. Now, by the time we get to the game, it's like dessert. It ain't even the entree no more.
Right.
It's like you just like, okay, what is this?
Yeah, because that just comes from it's a combination thing. Social media, the way the game is covered. Everybody got a podcast now, and the NBA went heavy on the drama and more storylines than as opposed to just setting up a matchup for this day on Sunday on NBC. It was totally a different. It just looked different, and now it's so much NBA you can see. It's almost kind of where you're like, oh well. Yeah, game's on. This is a good game. No, I want to switch to this game. So it's
the players got podcasts. They playing, they playing, and they got a podcast. They playing, and then they come to talk about the game that they played. I get it, but I'm wondering. Sometimes even I think Paul George, he got to like it was like for a month out from the playoffs. He's like, you know, I got to stop the podcast and focus. They're like, what?
Right.
Then he got
they weren't even nowhere near close to the playoffs. I like
yeah,
Paul
he
George.
was, yeah, he stopped it.
You stopping the wrong thing. Stop playing basketball and go ahead and do the podcast.
Right.
Cause you injured. Y'all ain't going nowhere. Get healthy. Do the podcast. Talk about your rehab. Maybe even show some video of you working out and rehabbing. And then you can encourage the fans, because at the end of the day, all sports entertainment is about the fans. You're not tricking the fans no more. The fans used to get tricked into believing you really cared about the game and you were giving your all. And that way, when we tuned into the Bulls versus the Knicks or the Pistons versus the Bulls, we were like, okay, well, this is something to watch, because Jordan been in the gym and Isaiah know they've been working and they talking about how they don't want to lose no more. Like, but now you ain't tricking the fans. I don't watch a game and be like, yeah, he called Ant-Man. I know he been in the gym working. I know Job, because all I'm seeing is Job with the guns, hanging out, going to the club. That to me, you gotta trick me as a fan. You gotta make me believe you doing more basketball than you doing partying and hanging with your homeboys, doing everything opposite of basketball. So you're not tricking the fans no more.
That's a good point.
It's such a magic trick because it's just a game,
right?
But when the professionals take it so seriously and there's that tension there, man, you swear it's a gladiator fight, and then you sit back and be like, yo, that's just a game. But they take it so seriously that it pulls the fans in and they want to root, and they got their player and they got this, and you got to keep that integrity. But that comes from a part of, like, I guess, taking ownership of wanting to hold it together. But yeah, man, it's good stuff.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, y'all. Let's specifically get to all right. Houston made one of the biggest splashes. I want to see what y'all think. Durant is 37. They lost Van Vliet. A lot of defense on that team. I like them addressing their shooting and scoring needs, but Durant 37, man. I don't think people should get as hyped up over it as, because something freakish happened or people start getting hurt or he get hurt, and they kind of right back at the same place. But do you see? I still see Houston being in the top 4, so in the regular season. But I don't want to get too high on him, because Durant is old, and his last 2 stops hadn't made it to the conference finals, getting hurt. They didn't even make the playoffs last year. Like, I know it was a bad mess with Booker and Bill and all the injuries, but I don't know. I'm sensing a little fool's gold, but I could be wrong. And he's not a leader, so I don't. What you got, James?
I agree with you. I think it's fool's gold. Even this was before Van Vliet got hurt. Look, if you was gonna tell me that Kevin Durant is coming in to be a role player to help Houston win, I like that. That sounds a little bit better to me. If you telling me I'm bringing Kevin Durant in to be a leader, no, because he's never been a leader. He's told you that. He's told you he just want to be a role player. That's why I don't put him above a lot of people that have been greats and have been leaders and have had to put teams on their back. I give it to him. He's the 7-foot monster who can shoot. He's one of the most talented players to ever play the game. But he wouldn't be in my top 10, my top 15. He might be in the top 20, 25 somewhere. But I don't put him that high because I can't put him over guys who've had to shoulder the pressure and the load of being a leader and be a great player. When his most successful time in the NBA was in Golden State, and he was strictly a role player. That was Steph's team. Draymond was the leaders of that team. All he had to come in to do was what Harrison Barnes failed to do, was hit some open shots. So you just got into Harrison Barnes. Yes, you are better than Harrison Barnes. I give you that.
Definitely. Oh yeah.
But when he had to go to Brooklyn and be the man, he couldn't do it. He asked out of Brooklyn, asked for a trade to go to Phoenix. They sent him to Phoenix. You can't get it done. Then they make the play-in last year. I don't know how many coaches he done got fired over the last 5 years, starting from Steve Nash to every coach who's been in Phoenix the last 3 years. They done all got fired.
Except Buddha.
Bud got fired too. Bud got fired.
Oh, you're right.
Bud got fired. Vogel got fired. They all got fired. Every coach he played with in Phoenix got fired.
Crazy. Who would have thought? Who would
Me?
have thought?
Me? I told y'all this. Even when he was in OKC, that was Russ' team. Russ was the leader.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's
Don't do that.
I'm just telling you the truth, whether you like to hear the truth or you don't like to hear the truth. That's why KD left, because it was Russ's team, and he preferred to be a role player under Steph Curry than he did for Russ. But Russ was the alpha dog in OKC. It just KD was the most talented player on the team, but he wasn't the leader. That was Russ's team, and everybody in that organization recognized it as being Russ's team. He's never been a leader for a team outside of the Brooklyn team.
Yeah, he had his fair share of success.
And even that Brooklyn team,
even
that Brooklyn team wasn't his team. It was Kyrie's team. Kyrie just got hurt. Because remember, KD wanted to go to play with the Knicks. That's what he wanted. He wanted to go play with the Knicks. Kyrie said, "No, I'm going to Brooklyn. Come over here and play with me." And instead of Kyrie going to New York to play under KD, KD went to Brooklyn to play under Kyrie. That was Kyrie's team. So he's never been a leader on any team he's ever played for.
Maybe Texas in college.
Yeah, that was one and done situation there. Right.
I
don't even know if he was the leader then. Right.
But they didn't. They made a tournament, but they won.
Yeah, they didn't do nothing.
Yeah, but
you can't win with KD as your leader. You're just not gonna win.
He's just that. Yeah, he's
7 foot with a jump shot.
Yeah, skilled. One of the most skilled ever.
Yes.
Just a weird.
Anthony Davis, one of the most skilled players ever. He can't be a leader.
And some guys just.
And it's okay.
So far, yeah, right.
Sometimes he's just a great role player. Scottie Pippen was a great role player. He's one of the top 50 basketball players of all time. There's no knock on that, but you're not a leader. I can't give you the same credit as I give to a player who's a great player and a leader. I gotta bring you on down to, great talent, great role player. Ain't nothing wrong with that. He's still an all-time great.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. He just didn't get with the right guy. Like,
what you mean? He was supposed to be the guy.
Yeah, but he just obviously is shown he just couldn't get Weber, T-Mac, even though he was the best player.
Wait a minute. He played with 2 Hall of Fame. In OKC, James Harden is a future Hall of Famer, first ballot. Westbrook, first ballot. First ballot. You had Serge Ibaka on that team, very good player, and you had other players around. Okay,
Miami.
He went to Brooklyn. Kyrie, first ballot Hall of Famer. James Harden, first ballot Hall of Famer. Okay, let me go to Phoenix. Devin Booker, probably gonna be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Bradley Beal is a very good player. He might not be first ballot, but he might end up still being a Hall of Famer. And you got KD. Come on, man. He's playing with talent, bro.
Oh, definitely.
And this ain't no situation where he just wasn't playing with a good enough player. No, he played with some of the best players to ever play the game.
Right, and I mean the one time he got done, he pretty much cheated the system. But his story is that when he gets with other people, if he gets with the wrong leaders, obviously he can't win. Because if he can't be your leader, he just never had the right leader. Like, it's almost like, what you say, Karl Malone and Stockton? I mean, even though they ran into Jordan, you just don't have enough. And then the whole foot on the line thing, that was crazy. And then in OKC, they trying to run it back, but they started getting hurt. And then Harden left, so it was like, then he was like, well, I'm out, man. I can't I tried it.
Yeah, you gotta be out because you're not the leader. If you was the
Right.
leader, then you stay.
But
Because
if
when they lost to Golden State, they was up 3-1 on Golden State.
right.
And you look at games 5, 6, and 7. KD stuck it up.
No, he didn't in Game 7. He had a good Game 7.
Okay, games 5 and 6, he definitely stunk it up.
Mm-hmm.
All you gotta do is win one of those games, you in the finals.
Well, he clearly proved to us that you can be on the level of Chris Webber, like I said, but you can't. You just not built. You're just not built for that. And sometimes it's not wrong with that.
And like I said, but everybody expected him to be a leader.
Right. Oh,
and
definitely.
I was telling people he's not a leader. He's never going. He's a role player. He's no different than Scottie Pippen. That's what he is. He's just a better offensive player than Scottie Pippen. All around game, Scottie Pippen is an all around better player than Kevin Durant.
Pippen got robbed though. They got robbed. My boys got robbed in '94. That Hugh Hollins, that phantom call.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it go though. That's the league.
But you can't quit just because you're not getting the shot. You cannot refuse. You cannot, like, that's forever sticking with him. So
he got 6 championships, man.
Oh yeah,
he got 2 3-peats. Right, he's an all-time great player. He just was a role player.
He's 15 points in the fourth quarter from having 7. I mean, Rashid, somebody can make a shot.
Right. I agree with you. That team was stacked. That team was that cheat code. Only problem is
that
other team had Shaq and Kobe.
And I don't think, just looking at it, who was Portland's leader? It couldn't have been Rashid, because he's telling if Pippen not stepping up, Mike Dunleavy going to play.
I'm gonna tell you who the leader was. The problem was the leader wasn't their best player. The leader was Steve Smith. That was their leader.
He couldn't get through it's too much.
He was your 3rd or 4th best player at that time in his career.
Well, that's true. She was their best player, but I mean, you got to put him.
And when she won a championship, he had to be a role player in Detroit.
Crazy, right?
Some guys are all. Rashid should have been better than Tim Duncan, but Tim Duncan is a leader.
Skills.
Yeah, Tim Duncan is a leader. Tim Duncan ain't a role player. He went, everything got to go through me in order for this to be successful. Rashid won that.
He won that. But he got in the right situation, because I think Webber had the same problem.
Right. Webber just never got in the right situation, because Webber was expected to lead. But really, the leader of that team in Sacramento was Mike Bibby. It was Mike Bibby, right.
Robert Ory made the shot. I mean, they go 3-1. I think they take it. The Lakers were running on fumes at that point anyway. I mean,
they were.
That was.
You're right.
But so where you got Houston then? Where you got them?
Man, like you say, man, because I know KD. See, this is the problem with Houston that I got with Houston now. VanVleet was their leader. VanVleet gonna be out for the season now. I got to move Reed Shepherd into the point, and we'll see if he's ready to go finally. Right. I gotta have somebody handle the ball.
They saying Thompson.
Right. I'm in Thompson, but he's not a point guard.
Mm-hmm.
I know this. I know he's not a point guard. He's not a pure point guard. So, although Houston had the talent, they got the right coaching, they're able to play defense. Maybe I think they'll be in the top 6 in the West, because the West is stacked. They'll be in the top 6, but I don't look at them as legit championship contenders.
Be putting OKC obviously ahead of them. Denver.
I got OKC. I think between. No, I'm not even putting Minnesota in there today. They got to figure out what they're gonna do with Gobert come playoff time. But they're gonna get rid of him. I can't take them serious. They got a problem. at the 5 position between Gobert and Nas Reed. They not consistent when I need them to be consistent, so I put too much onus on Ant-Man. Mike Conley getting old, so now I need the young man who they drafted a couple years ago. I need him to be ready. I need him to be ready to play. Is he ready to play? So my 3 in the West who I say these teams are legit contenders. OKC, Denver, Dallas.
You got Dallas with all them injuries?
OKC, Denver, and Dallas. Only injury Dallas got is Kyrie Irving, and he'll be back come January.
If he what, ACL? No, I thought it was he's looking like March.
No, he's on pace to come back in January. That's what I'm hearing. And they got D'Lo to run that until he get back. That's solid.
Nah.
I mean, they're just too good, man. They just got too much talent. Yes, AD. They got AD. You got
60, 70 games.
Yeah, but he healthy now. I don't know how many games he's gonna play. Look, you say 60, 70 games, but you know, if I go team by team, your top player ain't playing more than 60, 70 games. Ain't no team got a guy who gonna play 82 games, so I gotta worry about it. No. So now I look at your depth. Dallas got more depth than most teams in the league. They can play without AD because they still got them other 2 bigs and Gafford and my other big from Duke. So I still got him. Lively. I got cool. Yeah, Lively. I got Cool Flag. I got Washington. I got Clay. I got D'Lo. I got Kyrie coming back. Man, these folks scrapped up. I like Dallas. Dallas gonna make a run this year. They would have made a run last. They would have made a run last year if Kyrie would stay healthy.
Maybe.
Nico Collins made a great trade. A lot of folks tried to down, find Nico Collins, do all that. But the truth of the matter is, he was trying to win immediately. And the trade that he made, if Kyrie stay healthy, they compete for a championship last year. And Kyrie don't come back, and they're gonna compete for a champion. They are bet. You notice I didn't mention the Lakers as contenders.
Oh yeah, I noticed.
Right. So that means he made a great trade.
I don't know, Anthony Davis. It's like Kawhi Leonard. Like, yeah, it looks good on paper, even though the Clippers old in a sense, but they don't win like 50.
Yeah, but AD ain't my leader.
He's not, but who is now with no Kyrie? D'Angelo Russell not.
No, Kyrie coming back though, and he's around. Kyrie is the leader of that team.
I don't know if you want me to be your leader. I don't know.
I mean, this young Kyrie, no. Yeah. This Kyrie, the more mature Kyrie, who taking he understanding what he had in his basketball life, and he take it way more seriously than he used to. This Kyrie is a good leader for this team. Kyrie was the leader. Kyrie was the leader when Luka was there. Luka was just the best player.
Well, you got San Antonio.
I don't got San Antonio nowhere. Cause they got a 7'5" player who won't shoot threes all day. Every workout video I seen of Wembanyama the off season with him pulling three. Come down, jacking up three. You 7'5", fool. Get the ball on the block, turn around, put it in the basket.
Well, that's true. That's
okay,
true.
Give it to me on the block. They send 3 men at you because they can't do nothing to you, and now pass it to your open teammates who gonna be wide ass open.
But
all right, I can't buy San Antonio. Wemby ain't done nothing for me. He ain't showed me nothing in his years in the league.
But first off, he gotta hopefully what he had won't come back. But then he gotta stay just physically healthy on top of that, like knees, ankles, all that. With Fox, I mean, Castle play well. I mean, they could be.
Come on, they can. You see all this? They can. I gotta pick guys who I know what Jokic is.
No, I'm talking about just like
I can't pick guys. I can't pick guys as contenders if I'm on some I didn't say nothing about Memphis. I know that this is what I do know. I'm telling you what I know. Jokic is a hell of a player, if not the best player in the league.
Oh, definitely.
The team they got, they championship proven. I know Dallas is deep with all the talent they got. AD's won a championship. Kyrie's been a champion. Clay's been a champion. They got championship pedigree mixed in with some young guys. I know where OKC. I know where OKC is.
Right.
They deep. They run 10-11 deep. Jalen Williams, Gilchrist, Chet. You're better to get. Okay, see. I know. I'm going with what I know. I can't go with Darren Fox ain't showed me that since he's been in the league.
They've been in the playoffs. He played better than Jalen Green in game 7.
Okay, you see, I ain't say nothing about Phoenix.
Phoenix is done.
Okay, I'm not naming no team where I gotta be if this happened, if this happened. No, I'm going with what I know for sure.
But a lot of the team you just named, they got some of the biggest ifs in Dallas.
I don't see no ifs in Dallas.
Anthony Davis doesn't have a healthy injury history. He's not
healthy. He's been healthier over the last 4 years than he was in previous years. My Stars ain't gonna play 82 games. I don't care what team you go. Name a team, pull the team out the hat. Their best player ain't gonna play 82 games. Their best player at most gonna play 65 games.
Right.
Just so they can be in the running for all NBA and MVP and all that. I'm not expecting. So now I gotta look at your depth. When your star player not playing, can we still win basketball games because we deep? That's what I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Denver deep, OKC deep, Dallas deep. They can bring out a whole nother starting 5 and be well.
Dallas
is good, man. Dallas got a squad.
Okay, so
they got a really good team.
Davis, we see what flag. I mean,
they got the 2 big. They got Gafford. They got Lively. You got AD. Right. You got Kyrie. You got D'Lo. You got Clay. You got. I'm getting.
I'm looking at. I
ain't name Cooper Flag. Come on, man. They deep.
Right. So I give you Max Christie decent.
Max Christie. That's
maybe Exum.
Max Christie was starting with the Lakers.
No, Najee Marshall. They hyped him up. They hyped up.
Najee Marshall is a good player.
Taylor Horton.
If Najee Marshall is your 10th guy, you deep. Because Najee Marshall will be on some teams and he'll be their 6 or 7 man. Christie was starting with the Lakers.
So when Anthony Davis gets hurt, where do they go?
It don't matter, because like I'm saying, every team best player gonna get hurt. It don't matter if he get hurt. SGA is not gonna play 82 games. Jokic is not gonna play 82 games.
He gonna play like 80.
Yeah, but think about it. The 2 teams where you said SGA and Jokic, that's why I put them as my championship contenders. Them the only 2 players you probably can name that gonna play more than 70 games. They best 2 players. All the other team, Kawhi ain't gonna play 60 games. Steph ain't gonna play but 60 games. I can keep going down the list. KD ain't gonna play but 60 games. Okay, KD gonna play 60-65 games at the most. They're not even expecting KD. They just want him to be worried about the playoffs. That's where we at now.
Right.
Okay, Ant-Man might play 70-75 games. Okay. Their team ain't deep enough. They get hurt if Nas Reed go out. They struggling. Like, come on. Like, at least with Dallas, you gotta say AD out. Okay, if AD out, go with. They just gonna move. PJ Washington gonna be at the 4. They still got Lively and Gafford. They still got Cooper Flag. They still got Clay. They still got Christie. They still got Kyrie when he come back. They still got D'Lo. They deep.
You riding on D'Angelo Russell?
Yeah, because D'Angelo Russell been, hey man, they been right. D'Angelo, he's a solid basketball player. It's just everybody can't play with LeBron.
D'Angelo Russell, he's okay.
Yeah,
He's all right.
I've
He's
been
all
hearing great
right.
things. I've been hearing and seeing great things from Dallas Camp with D'Angelo Russell. He fits in like a glove. There's a reason why they chose him over some of the other options that they have. I like
Then they
D'Lo
bring
with
back Dennis Smith Jr.
I like D'Lo with this team because I know Kyrie coming back. Now, if I had to ride with D'Lo for the whole time, then yeah, I have concern. But I know Kyrie coming back, and that's gonna even make them even deeper. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I mean, you acting like D'Lo a scout, but this man he's still averaging more than 16 a game in career.
Oh yeah,
He still put a ball in the hole.
inconsistently. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I never was really a fan.
Yeah, but with the players around him, he don't have to put the ball in the hole. He can. It's gonna be easy for him. He can distribute now. Play you open. Okay, AD with the lob, Cooper. We got Lively with the lob. We got PJ Washington. All he gotta do is take the shots that are open for him. He can do that. The game is easy when you play with more talent. The game it's funny how the game becomes easier for you when you don't have to shoulder so much of the load.
But he's all right, but he's not real. I don't trust him. What you got, Cornelius?
What was the question here?
Just best in the West. You got any? I guess pretty much surprises. Who you like? Don't like? Do you like Durant? Them Houston.
So the Durant, I can see it working, but like y'all were saying, like as the players get older, like Steph, you got to have a game plan. You got to have that next generation up. As an adult, looking back at that last Bulls team, 98, I believe it was, or whatever, I was like, oh man, they were on their last leg. But as a child, you like, so what part of Jordan's greatness was he had great role players. So his early career, that's when he made his name, Air Jordan. By the end, he was Ground Jordan. But it didn't matter because he had people to do the heavy lifting. And in that last 5 minutes, he could take over. So if they use KD like that, but in today's NBA, it's like, no, we just need you to be the star. You about you about 45, keep going. So I think they can have success if they can. But to your point, Jordan was able to do that because he was the leader, he was the alpha. So So I don't know if that same thing can be implemented in KD's situation.
Well, let me ask you more specifically about your old Golden State Warriors: Al Horford, Jimmy Butler, Draymond, Steph.
The band of brothers.
Experienced teams can win, but old teams. No, I said experience. Experienced teams win. Old. This team is very old, but what? How you looking at them, Cornelius? That's your team. I mean, big.
Yeah, they got it. They got to implement the young guys. You got to take that next step. A focus should be Kuminga. A focus should be it was the 6'10" white guy who can shoot post.
Podziemski.
Yeah. Right. Well, no, not Podziemski.
No, not him.
I mean, he's good. Okay. That was wild. That's wild. That's a wild situation. But he's good. He's scrappy. But I don't know. They Golden State's like I think they're in a situation where they paid a lot of money to get those championships, and now it's just like, hey, we're doing the best we can. But I think they can be competitive if they put a focus on coaching the youth up and then lowering the ego and letting them carry. And I don't know if that can happen because the leader and the alpha on that team is Draymond. So Steph is the best player, but Draymond run things. So it might be
Draymond. He understand. As long as he stay under control, he understand how this thing work.
Right. Yeah. So I think Yeah, I think they're gonna have to lean on the youth just from a physical standpoint because, like you said, them injuries and stuff. And then we'll see how they gel. See how they look because we got those identifiable names, but like you said, they're all old. So
right
after 10 games,
They got it.
like so
it's just gonna be try to get to the regular season,
you need a
avoid the
spark like Kaminga.
play-in, and hopefully you catch a young team early because they got Houston last year. Houston different team now. Then I think I thought they would have beat Minnesota. I wasn't sure about that, but then Steph got hurt, and now that's what you run the risk of now. From it's just
that's why you gotta who else? My man 6'6" wing.
Buddy Hield.
No, well, Buddy Hield, but it's the other guy.
Jimmy Butler.
Not Jimmy Butler. Cornrows.
Oh, Moody.
I think you gotta so it's really gonna be health. And whoever, when it comes to these old guys, it's about who's gonna be savvy enough. Like I said, watching that Bulls team, Michael Jordan was ground Jordan, but he was still operating things. And so it was seamless. And from a kid standpoint, you didn't realize your hero was somebody who he's just doing it off of pure God-given gifts.
Right, and
IQ. So if the old guys play it from that standpoint and just kind of preserve their body and then see what and bring that team aspect. I think we talked about this and it brings it full circle to the top conversation. Bring that juice back of the team effort, and then everybody contributes, and so you can bring a guy in who plays great defense, and just let people work. Don't take on the pressure of being like Steph Curry. I got to carry it all. I'm LeBron. Let your team breathe.
They just better hope Steph don't get hurt.
First of
all, they got another Curry. They got his brother to come in. So
that's not gonna cut it. First of all, Steph, they'll limit Steph minutes all season. He won't play more than 30 minutes a game because they got to get him in the playoffs. So you saw last year they limited his minutes, but in the playoffs you can't really afford to limit minutes. You got to go get it. And on cue, Steph went down with the injury. So the truth of the matter is, it sounds good that they got to have that youth movement come up, but you can't. You paying Jimmy Butler, you paying Steph, you paying Draymond. These are your vets. So who they gonna get these minutes to? How's Kaminga gonna get every time he get in the game? They pass the ball to Steph. How am I gonna give Moody the minutes he need? How am I gonna get a young guy the minutes they need when your best players are the guys who are 35 and up? It's just a hard trend. Then you got Al Horford. He got to get in minutes. Steph Curry. Steph Curry ain't. He old too. So
it's gonna be a challenge for Steve Kerr because he's been very interesting in his. I was trying to think in my mind. I can't think of the team, but it might have been Golden State, and I looked at. It was Golden State because Steph got hurt in the playoffs.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And I looked at the adjustments that Steve made. I said he could have made some adjustments where they would have been a little bit more competitive, but he stuck with the brand names. But I'm looking at the bench like, if you just want to play basketball, you got athletes right here.
Yeah, they're athletes, but they're not good.
Right.
You still got to know how to play basketball. Right. You got to know how to play basketball. He don't trust those young guys.
That's what I'm saying. But when I looked at the matchups, I was like, with what you got without Steph, yeah, you definitely just to get one game. That's all I was saying. I was just saying, I ain't even saying play the whole. I'm saying get creative. It's the world. The fate of the world is on the line. We just need one game. I was like, Steve, cook up something. We go patch it.
And let's be honest, the truth is Steve Kerr knows it's over with. That's why he ain't signed the extension. He playing on the This could be Steve Kerr last year as the coach of the Golden State Warriors because he already know. I'm just here for Steph and Draymond. What we did our run.
Yeah,
it's over.
It's over.
We ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah. But they still are who they are. But like you said, they at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Butler just got there too late, and Horford got his championship. I don't know. They just trying to.
But this could be a legacy year. This could be a legacy year because the spirit of Golden State might rise up again, and just the dust of it.
Unfortunately,
they just
a lot.
Klay Thompson ain't down no more. It's over with. You know, they had a great run. I give them they do. They had an all-time great run. They had a dynasty. You have to give it to them. Steph is one of the best players that ever played this game. Draymond is solid, Hall of Fame, first ballot if you ask me. They had a good run. Jimmy Butler's out because he didn't get the money in Miami and Golden State paid him the money. Whoever was gonna pay Jimmy, that's where he was gonna go. It could have been Toronto. It could have been Atlanta. It could have been
almost Phoenix.
It could have been Charlotte. It could have been Phoenix. Whoever was gonna give Jimmy Butler that money, that's where he was gonna go. And so Golden State gave it to him. To have one last hurrah, which was last year. But then Steph went down. When Steph went down, that was it. Ain't no.
If his health, if his health lasts,
it's over, bro. He's 38.
37, man. It's
a wrap, bro. Yeah. I feel you being a fan. You want to hold on. We're telling you as objective fans outside of that emotion.
Yeah,
it's over.
Yeah, they say I hear a podcast and the ball players be like, "When you knew it was time to go?" He was like, It was like when that young dude went left, and I almost tore my knee out. Like, yeah, it's time to go to the house. So,
not saying Steph is not done, but just the window isn't there, and then it's just closed. They like James said perfectly. They had that run. It was a good run. What
right. Let me just say this.
They gonna trade him? I mean, what?
No, they signed him for the 2 year for. So what they want to do, they didn't want to pay Kuminga too much. He wanted like the Ricky Max extension. Yes, he wanted to get what Jalen Johnson and old guys got. But the 2 years, you haven't shown that. You haven't been that type of player. They don't know what they got. They don't know if you are a budding superstar or you just another role player in the league. So they didn't want to overpay him, and that's where the conflict came in. So they end up settling on a number. Now we're gonna see what he do over the next year and a half. But
don't play him. That's crazy.
He didn't know the game. He didn't understand that you need to go ahead and take that contract, and then they would allowed him to play.
Right.
But because he went against it. But I get it. He wants his money, but when you're in that position, you got to play the long game because you're still not a verified guy.
Right.
But you're in a great situation and a platform to become that guy, but you're trying to get the money quick, and it's working against him.
Right.
He could still be traded. But they was saying, I don't know if you heard, they said the Kings was a trade, but he had a no trade clause, which was weird, and so. I think they can trade him now, but it's gonna have to be until like December. But it's like it's kind of weird, like y'all don't play him, but then y'all won't let him go. Like,
right?
Make up your mind. Let's shift to the East real quick. Like I said earlier, I like Orlando. I think Cleveland will be back. Knicks will be fine. I still give Indiana a decent regular season because of the way they play.
Nah.
Their style of play, I think they can still. I mean, there's so many bad teams. I mean,
they made the playoffs, hit the bottom. Yes, but I'm talking about championship contenders, though.
No, I'm just talking about.
Oh, okay.
I'm just focusing on like the season. Once those get set, do y'all see any team? Well, let's talk Atlanta. They kind of won the offseason in some people's eyes, but Porzingis always hurt. I like Jalen Johnson, but you gotta stay healthy. They got Nikhil Alexander-Walker. That was a good pickup. I think if now they need to take advantage. I mean, it's right there to kind of take a step in the right direction. But two guys they gonna need.
Right.
Iffy.
The East wide open, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the destruction of the Boston Celtics, they sold the team, new ownership, wanted to get on that second apron. So they kind of got rid of the guys that they had to win the championship. They're trying to retool. Jason Tatum gonna be out for a significant part of the season, if not the whole season. They just not championship caliber anymore. So, like you say, Cleveland is a team that should thrive. Orlando is another team that should thrive. The Knicks, and then I would say the Hawks. I would say them are my 4 teams favorites to come out of the East because I think just on paper those are the best 4 teams. But yeah, man, I don't know. Charlotte and Indiana. We'll see. Anybody can make the playoffs.
Yeah, Detroit. I like Detroit in their top 6. I think they should build off.
I like Detroit
Cunningham
too. Detroit top 5.
Yeah.
What you got, Helms?
Yeah.
As far as say it one more time.
Contenders in the East.
Whoa. I think Cleveland might be a contender.
They definitely got to run it back. They're running it back. I mean, they got
I think
ball
Cleveland.
back
I think Cleveland has to be the favorite, and I put Milwaukee in that top 6. But I think Cleveland has to be the favorite.
Yeah, Cleveland, Milwaukee, and just because I got to go with them because I'm here, Charlotte Hornets. You know what I'm saying? The spirit of the Charlotte. Larry Johnson's spirit, Alonzo Ward, it might rise up.
All right.
You could at least went back to Baron Davis and Mad.
Man,
they had a little run.
Grandma is not walking through that door, man.
Yeah. But that's about it.
Yeah, Ball don't know. He don't know how to win. I don't get it. I mean, they just bad, man. I mean, if any of the teams to be decent from them, my God, it's like you want to say Philly, but I mean, Chicago probably be better than them.
Yeah, Charlotte got a lot of talent though. I get it with Brandon Miller and Ball and that other kid they got. They got a lot of talent down there, man. It's just the coaching staff has to put some sort of structure in place to where those players ain't just doing whatever the hell they want to do all game.
Mark Jackson should get that. Mark Jackson should get that too.
Mark Jackson will never coach in the NBA ever again.
They got the guy down there now.
Unfortunately,
the young guy. I don't know much about him, but it's gonna be his second year. Get his name.
Like you said, get that structure there. Get them buy into a system and
right
and take it step by step.
Yeah, but I pull for Charlotte though, man, because I do want to see. I want to see. LaMelo Ball. I want to see him do something.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the thing about the NBA. You can be good, but you can't get over. You can't consistently win. You can't. So you good. You actually good. It's gonna be competitive games, but you just ain't. You ain't gonna get over the top.
No. Yeah. And that's Charles Lee down there. Charles Lee, I root for him because I want him to do good. Yeah. I want him to do good, but hell, you got to make the playoffs at some point. LaMelo, he got to stay. At some point, he got to stay healthy. Right.
He is not healthy. Rookie of the year. I don't know if I think he's gonna be rookie of the year, but I think Edgecombe can be an exciting player for Philly. Very athletic. Dylan Harper, I don't see him playing that much like that right now. Fox, Castle,
He was number 2
Flag
pick
don't
in
play.
draft. He's number 2
Huh?
pick in draft. I said he was the number 2 pick in draft. It's gonna be hard not to play him.
So if you got Fox, then you got.
Somebody gotta go.
Well, they just signed Fox. I mean,
I
unless
know,
he get hurt.
and this is why I can't take San Antonio seriously. Unless you just gonna play small and have one big and play 3 guards, play 4 guards, one big.
That's what they play. I think they play Barnes.
Yeah,
4.
they're not gonna win. Barnes is a 3. He's an undersized 4. He can't be playing a 4 because you can't defend the 4.
Well, then I guess you have to put in Keldon Johnson.
Right. See, that's what I'm saying. I can't buy these guys. Rookie of the year is gonna be Cooper Flag, man.
Oh, okay, let's see. More likely, yeah.
Or that boy out of Utah.
Oh,
Ace
Bailey. Yeah,
One
Bailey.
of them two. Cause what Ace Bailey got working in his favor. When he went to Utah made sure they got rid of all the players that would need the shots. I got rid of Jordan Clarkson. Who else they got rid of? They got rid of John Collins.
Yeah, trading Clippers.
Right. They even talking about getting rid of marketing because they know they got to keep Ace Bailey happy. And in order for you to keep Ace Bailey happy, he wants to take 20 shots a game right now.
That makes sense.
So he's gonna have a lot of opportunity, and because he's gonna have a lot of opportunity, then he's gonna have a more opportunity to win Rookie of the Year. So I believe between Ace Bailey and Cooper Flag, one of those two guys win Rookie of the Year.
Okay, yeah, I can definitely see that. I like I'm interested to see the guy he went to Washington. I know his last name Johnson. Is it Trey Johnson? It's a Texas man. He could
Right, yeah.
He could shoot it. I would really like to see Clayton Jr. ball for Utah, but I don't know how he's gonna transition.
I like Clayton Jr.
He played at Florida, man.
Yeah, I like Clayton Jr. I think he's the best rookie. I mean, just ready to play right now. I think he's the best player in the first round that came out. Just already NBA ready.
Okay.
Like I don't gotta wait 4 or 5 years to see if he's gonna be good. Now he ready to go. That's because he stayed in school though.
Yeah, he got an interesting story where he kind of bounced around a little bit.
Right.
I'm trying to think of who else. I know New Jersey, the Brooklyn drafted a bunch of guys, but I don't know who they are. But I don't know one of them will pop. I just see Cam. Was it Cam?
It don't matter, man.
What's called taking a bunch of bad shots.
Look, it don't really matter. And they got Michael Porter and all that. It don't really matter.
You gonna get
it don't matter. It don't matter who got drafted because they just had to have a draft.
Oh yeah.
The guys that come in, they're not ready to play.
Mm-hmm.
Even a guy like Cooper Flag, we rooting for him. He might be the best, the most ready to play out of the young guys, but they need to develop.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, if Cooper Flag wasn't playing with Dallas, I'd be like, okay, he finna play. He in a good spot where they don't need him to be a superstar yet. He can come in and he can just play defense, help facilitate the ball, take open shots, and you're not looking for him to score 20 points a game right now. If he give you 14 points, 7 rebounds, he had a good year.
That's true. It's like I said, I think Edge gonna be exciting. Looking for Trey Johnson to light it up. I mean, I don't know what Washington gonna do with if Middleton or McCollum end up getting moved.
Yeah,
it don't make sense for them to ride it out. Now I think Wilbon said it. McCollum getting to Houston, kind of like that.
Nah, it's over with for McCollum. Look, Edge come. Yeah, it's over. LeBron got folks because LeBron played so long. He got people believing that it's gonna work out for everybody. most players' careers over with. By the time they get 34, 35, they done.
yeah.
LeBron and Steph and KD, these are anomalies. You know,
True.
what Kyrie trying to do. What I was gonna say about Edgecombe, I like Edgecombe, but the problem with Edgecombe is where he falls in the pecking order. You know, it's still him. If Embiid has it, it's him first. It's Paul George, it's Tyrese Maxey. Then you got the other kid they had last year, the one that painted
Dang.
fingernails.
He already hurt.
Yeah, so
Is he playing?
so Edgecombe gotta be your fourth or fifth option. And that's the problem.
Yeah,
with,
yeah. That's why I'm not expecting to be rookie by me.
But I like him, though. I think
he's
a good player. I think, you know, after this year, they're going to find a way to get rid of Paul George or he'll retire. And then, you know, maybe they'll get rid of Embiid too. And they'll give the team to Tyrese Maxey and they'll start building around Maxey and Edgecombe. That's what I think. I think Philly need to do a whole they need to just demolish that team and build around Tyrese Maxey and Edgecombe. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, because it's a wrap. You can't fool me anymore. It just people just get hurt, man. Some guys just get hurt. They just
That's it.
What ifs. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, we want you to be healthy, but at least you got paid well.
Yeah. I'm glad everybody got their money now. That's one thing I am happy for.
Yeah.
Make sure you put some of that money in the hood and don't give all your money to the white folk. That's my only thing. That's the only thing I ask for.
Don't give all your money to them women and kids everywhere. That's what. That too.
I mean, I'm okay with them. If you don't give all the money to the women and the kids, make sure you there with that woman and their kids.
Definitely, yeah.
Because if you're not, then once again, you're gonna give that money back to them white folk because they run the prison system, and you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, just do right with your money, man. They give y'all a whole bunch of money. You can change generations. You can change whole communities. You can change a city. And there's no sense in some of these cities and some of these neighboring communities gonna be run down as they are with all these wealthy black athletes and entertainers. It don't make no sense, but the truth is a lot of these black athletes and entertainers are investing their money into the white community and into white folks, into white children.
You just have to invest in somebody. You have to know how to handle it. I mean, they know how to handle it. I mean, whoever can help you handle it the best, steward it the best. I say do that.
Right, that's white folks.
Right.
Right.
I mean, give help where you can, but then obviously reach down and help other people. Be wise with it, but and then because you can't take anything with you.
Nah.
You go. Just leave something behind. That's the main thing. But that's it, man. Appreciate you as always, James. Coming on, man. And
oh, no problem, man.
Yeah, wish you continued luck with continued views or whatever you want to call it with all your stuff you do for built for this radio, right?
Built for this radio network. It's a platform that's very supportive, and I'm working at also the In the Game network. That's the network that me and Sam Mitchell created. It has all my content in the Game network. Also, my personal channel, which is One Man Cave, which is the #1 man cave. All my social media, TikTok, IG, it's One Man Cave. So, yeah, man, just follow me on all my platforms and support. And man, we got good content from sports to comedy.
Yeah. You just had Bro Man on from Martin.
Yeah, from the Fifth Floor. I
can't call his real name. Yeah.
Reginald Bella. Everybody know him as Bro Man. Right. Yeah. He talk about them wish sandwiches, man.
Yeah. That's what's up. We're gonna see how this thing shake out, James. We got a week, man. It's gonna be You got to catch it on however you view it, however you stream it. But officially, it's all going to be on NBC, ABC, ESPN, NBC Peacock, I should say.
Yeah.
And Amazon, and you'll get your local channels here and there.
Right.
Like what we might get a little. Do we even get Peachtree TV? NBA?
I don't know what local. I don't know what local channels is because
17.
I don't have cable.
Get the antenna. You got to get the antenna, man.
I don't have the antenna either, man. I just got the internet. So I'll be watching my regular 4 games a night, all thanks to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's where we at now.
Right.
That's where we at. All right, appreciate you, James, man. We'll definitely catch up. We'll see how it's unfold, man.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah.
Well, folks, I'd like to thank James and Cornelius for coming on to the All Basketball Podcast to preview this upcoming NBA season. Wow, the 2025-2026 season. We'll see how all these predictions play out, see if the NBA gives us something new, especially old guys like us who have seen a lot, and we may have seemed to complain a lot, but the complaints are not they're legit to an extent. Remember, you can find the All Basketball Podcast on wherever you get podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Apple. It's all on there with a simple search of the All Basketball Podcast. And once again, I'm your host, Maurice Dixon. Until next time, peace and be blessed in Jesus' name.